Greetings, everybody. LVW coming with another episode of Noob Sauce. Welcome back. In this episode, number 13, we're going to work on a new build. As you can see, we're back here over in the desert section. And what we're going to do here is we're going to actually increase our little farm. Alright, I'm calling this the Desert Oasis Farm. I've already mapped out how big this thing is. It's going to be a circular design. It's not going to be square. And it's going to be multi-leveled, so it's going to go pretty tall. All right, now how I'm going to do this episode, though, or this build, is I'm going to break it up per floor. All right, each part, there's going to be a separate part for each of the floors that will be in this build. And then what I'm also going to do is in each part, I'm only going to build 1/4 of the floor on camera, and then the rest I'll build off camera, and then I'll show you the end results once everything is done. Reason being is because this is going to be a long build, and to try to get all into one episode it's not going to happen. So I'm just letting you know how I'm planning on breaking this down and going to build this. This is all going to be built out of sand blocks and sand and stuff like that, so it's going to be similar in color and design to what we built there for the cactus farm. So, they kind of match. Although there's not going to be a lot of wood in it. Alright, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to level out this area down to the level 63, which is the water level. So it matches the same 4 area here with this. Alright, so I have to take all of this out. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a layer of stone underneath as a support structure, and what I'm hopefully planning on doing in the future to let me know that that's where the structure is. Alright, so I'm not going to show me digging like I did, taking out the tree stuff over there. I'm just going to dig it, and we'll return in a little bit. Alright, guys? And we'll see you shortly. Alright, everybody, here we are. I've got the area completely dug out. It was a lot of digging, as you can see by the back wall there, just how much digging it actually really was. Alright, that includes going down enough so I can put the layer, this is the level here, so as you see right here, this level that we're going to be at. I wanted to put that support under there because I will be eventually, at least that's the hope anyway, building underneath this. Alright, now I also put out an outline of the first floor on this. So that's what this polished diorite is on the floor for. It's actually helping me build this project. Now, this box, okay, from the center point, we're going to be right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. So that's 19 by 19, which is 38, plus 1 is 39. So this is a 39 by 39 box. Alright. The reason it's 39 is because this here makes it the odd number, which is what I want. Because this is the center point, which is an odd block count. Alright. Now, let's get the area in. See these like little dugout areas, like this little trough section and stuff like this. This is where water is going to be for the first floor. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get some pumpkin lighting in, because I don't have any other lighting at this time. And then I'm going to get in the sandstone flooring for the water area. Alright, so to make a jack-o'-lantern, this is new, because when you harvest your pumpkins now, you actually get just pumpkins. You don't get a jack-o'-lantern. So the first thing we need to do, okay, is we actually need see, that's a pumpkin. Alright. Originally, there used to be a face on it, which was a jack-o'-lantern. Now, I have to right-click it to get it as a you know what? I'm forgetting what they actually did. They rename it the same thing? Recheck. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, card pumpkin. Now I'm sorry. That's the new name for it. And then in place of carving it out, you actually now get seeds for this. So now we take the carved pumpkin with a torch, and that gives us our jack-o'-lantern, which is another light source. So there you go. That's everything for making a jack-o'-lantern. All right. Okay. Simple enough. All right, you guys. Here we are. Let's get this base in. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop one in this section here, where it is on the 20th block, right in the middle. All right. You're going to have it so it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over. Repeat that pattern. So we're going to put a pumpkin here, and then we're going to put a pumpkin there, and there. Okay. And then we're going to fill in the rest with sandstone, like so. All right. Over here, we're going to put one here, and then of course sandstone there. All right. Let's just go around and we'll do the same thing on this side, so we get everything equal. Now here I'm going to need one here, and then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and pumpkin, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Good. So then we need to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. All right. So this is the pattern that we're going to have, and then of course these 4 blocks get filled in with sandstone. Oops. Like so. All right. Okay. Let's get building. Okay. Let's get started. All right. Now, over on the 20th block over from the corner, in other words, the center piece on the side, right, we're going to put a sand block. Not there. Just regular sand. Next to it, then we're going to go 2 sandstone, diagonal 1, diagonal 1. In the middle, we're going to go 3 blocks, and then we're going to square off from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then of course 4 again. What this is going to do is this is going to create. Let's put a sand block here. Sand block here. This is going to create our little horseshoe water source. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an infinite water supply so we can have water to fill up the farm that we need. So we're going to put a bucket here. Going to take the second bucket, put it in the other corner here, and that'll create an infinite water supply right here in the centerpiece. And we can just now fill in the rest of this. I'm just going to infinite water supply. Just once again, just don't take from these edges, because that happens if you take it from the edges. All right. Okay, so now we have our infinite water supply for the rest of the build. All right. Next, let's get in our rest of our base now. All right, now from here, oh, you know what though? I did make one fub up. That's okay. What we're going to do is we'll just do this. This block right here actually needs to be... okay, that happens. Super pick. Has to actually be a staircase. And I will point that out. But we want to face it so that the flat of the staircase is in the water source like this. So it faces this direction. Matter of fact, that sandstone can actually stay right there. Because what we're going to do is we're actually going to surround this sandstone with 4 staircases. And basically this is nothing more than just a decoration piece, because it would be just a huge like flat floor here. Alright, so then we're going to go from here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1, down 1, and over. Alright, and then we'll just fill that piece in there. Same thing, repeat on the same side. Okay, now that is the base for this section. And then we're going to go from here, where this water trough begins, we're going to go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if I can place 9 to the center point. Alright. And we just repeat again on all sides. Alright. Let me get that side in and we'll do this next section here. And here we are, guys. I've got the outline of the corner here set, and what we're going to do next is we're going to put a block right here in this corner next to where the centerpiece is. Alright, and then we're going to go from this. Here's the water source. We got 2 blocks here, 1, 2. 1 down from there, you're going to place 1 block. Diagonally, you're going to go 1, 2. You're going to go back down 1 and go over 3. 1, 2, 3. And straight from here, you're going to go 1. Diagonal. And then repeat the same pattern until you get back over to that section over there. Alright, so it's that, this. And then, of course, here. Alright. Alright, so now what we have here is this is the outline of the farm. The actual planting farm will be in this section here. Alright, so what we need to finish off is we're going to have this all as water source here. And then we need to have a water source over here to help with pieces of farm that'll be over here. So that's what this little like L shape arrowhead shape is for. So from this single diagonal piece, alright, we're going to miss 1 and go 2 blocks. Diagonal 2 blocks. So it forms this shape here. Alright, with the pumpkin there and this here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a water source there. 1 source there, 1 source there. And it creates an infinite water supply. Alrighty, and then the rest we're going to fill in with sand. All this in here. This all gets filled in with sand. Did I say sand? I meant dirt. This is all going to be filled in with dirt. And the rest of what's out here is all going to be filled in with sand again. Alright, when that is done, I will be right back. Okay, everybody, the corner piece is all in place now. Actually, I got the whole entire floor in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on the center point, which is, of course, right here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hopper and I'm going to drop that hopper right here in the centerpiece. Now, you do not have to do this. You can just make that a regular block or even make the pumpkin block there if you want. Not pumpkin, but the jack-o'-lantern. I'm doing this because I have an idea of what I would like to do down the road, so I'm setting this up ahead of time. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build the center pole system. It's going to go through all the floors right here. And essentially, it's going to be designed after the wells that we find in the desert. Right? So we're going to take some of our cut stone and we're going to build up a pillar system. We're going to go 3 blocks up. 1, 2, 3. Just like so. All right. On top of that other, let me get my dirt here. Just give me my dirt. And on top of there, we're going to place a 4th one, but it's just going to be a regular sandstone block. And the reason because that's going to be hidden. So that can be just a junk block. And I'm just going to do this other side so we can equal everything out. Okay. Good. Alright. Now, from there, we're going to take our sandstone stairs, and we're going to place them upside down, like we did over there, in each of the center parts here, like so. Alright. And then, we're also going to take another set, like so, on the outside, covering up those junk blocks, essentially. Now, this is setting up the floor, the ceiling for this floor, and the placement of the floor that's going to be above it. Alright, that's why those blocks are initially in there in the first place. One of the other things we're going to need to put over here is additional lighting to help with lighting anyway. So I don't think I brought that, did I? No, I'll have to make them real quick. We're going to make some fencing, birch fencing. So we're going to use some sticks, and what we're going to want is the birch fence. Let's get the birch out of there. Give me the birch fence. Okay. Come back over to where the well is. This lighting that is in the water source area is, when the waters are in there, it subdues the lighting a considerable amount. That just really helps out right around the initial area of where the lighting is. So we need lighting up here. We're going to put a fence post diagonal from the pillar on each side. So there's 4 of these. And on top of those, we're going to put, of course, our torches. Like so. Simple. Okay. And then we're going to fill up these water troughs here. Alright. And we'll be right back. And the water is now all in place. Okay, so if you remember when I talked about placing the water source on our little farm over there, the farming saturation for the tilled earth will happen 4 blocks from any given water source. And what essentially I have done, this actual water source here is actually decoration. It's pretty much too far away to really help anything out here. Though, this water block right here pretty much helps all the way out to here. This water source, this tilled earth spot right here. And it'll go all the way down there and go across. That means that everything from here has no saturation water source. That is what this little L-shaped water source does. It takes care of the rest of these blocks. So every one of these dirt blocks that you see here will have saturation from a water source. It doesn't matter if there's a solid block here or opaque block or whatever. It'll still function 4 blocks out from any given water source. Alright. Now the thing you can do too is if you don't have access to a water source, which is a trick you can do in the nether, is you can till the ground and plant your seed or whatever it is you're planting. As long as you immediately replant, after you harvest it, immediately replant, the farmland will retain itself. The only time it will pop off, at least in this version now, is in low light. And you can't even actually place crops on low light tilled earth. So, keeping that in mind, we're still going to keep everything saturated, but we're going to add in the light sources to help with the surrounding farmland. This will take care of the farmland here up to a point. I apologize for the phone, guys. Alright, guys. Sorry about the phone call. I've already spoken about that, and it was a phone call that I definitely needed to take. Alright, so what are we working on now? we're going to work on this section here, this L-shaped water section for the pillars and the lighting source. And once again, like I said, we have the pumping here. All right, that's to help with the immediate area here, and of course the little bit of water here. We're going to add in additional lighting with our pillar section. So first of all, we're going to put our pillars in place. So we're going to get our cut sandstone. And I know it's a little harder to see here because they're almost like matching. All right, but in this L-shaped section where we put the sandstone, in the diagonals, we're going to put our 3 pillar system in place, like so. All right, so we have the 1, 2, 3. We went down 1, went over across. So you're going to leave this piece here like this. Alrighty, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your fencing, put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and believe it or not, you're going to put 1 here and here. And then on top of all that, we're going to put our torches. And what this does is it really produces a lot of light for the surrounding area, including going outside a little ways out this way a little bit. Alrighty. So what I also want to do is I need to get, let me go over. I need to get a junk block up here. Come on, please, in here, because what I also want to do is I want to prep the ceiling like I did here. So what we're going to do is over this dirt block, a single dirt block that's next to the pillar, we're going to put upside down stair. Over the water source, we're going to put an upside down stair on both of these pillars like so. Alright, so now this area is set to go. That leaves us with doing this section. Now don't forget, once I have this, this section done, it has to be repeated on all sides, in all sections. All right. Now, what we're going to want to do from here is we need to put a pillar system in here to hold up this section of the floor. Granted, this is Minecraft. We can actually just build these floors and not have any of this stuff, but we want it to look nice too, So that's why I have all this like pillar design and everything in here. And we also need a way to get up to the next floor. Granted, I will have a water source here, which you can use a water elevator, but I'm going to put in a ladder system. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make this one a little bit more decorative, though. So from this corner piece here, we see where these 2 pieces here, 1, 2, place the block down. Okay. Same thing on the other side. We're going to place the block down. And you want to leave this section here so we can walk through, because this is essentially like an entranceway for it. On top of that block, then we're going to take the chiseled sandstone, which is the one with the little creeper face on it, and I believe that was a scorpion if I remember correctly, and go up there, like so. And then we're going to do the same thing up here. We're going to use our sandstone for here. Down here. Now, the only difference that we're going to do here, though, is we're going to go from here, put an upside down stack here, here, and of course match it over here. We're not going to put one here, though. The reason being is we're going to be putting our ladder system here. So that goes there, like so, and like so. Alrighty. Okay, good. And I am going to need you because Alright guys, sorry about the quick jump cut there. I realized I didn't have enough of the fence posts and I didn't really want to waste your time. So what we're going to do now is on this side though, fence post here and here. Same thing here. Because we're going to do our lighting source here. And what this all now does is it provides all this lighting source for all of the farm area, the tilled farm section. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And now I just have to repeat this in all sections on all sides. Everything is in place to this point. Alright guys. Now we just need to finish up a little bit of details, and this floor is, for the most part, done. This stuff is mostly just decorative and stuff like that. We're going to go back out to our horseshoe water here, and we're going to remove that torch there. You know, I don't want torches on the ground like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a fence post here, and we're going to put our torch on top of that fence post there. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to take some spruce leaves. Remember over here I explained why I use spruce leaves. And just right here on each side, we're going to drop down a little bush for decoration. So there's a little bit of a bush decoration next to the water source there. All right. And then we're going to go over to our essentially our corner pillar section, and right next to this center fence post, next to the columns, we're going to drop again another leaf block for bushes. Alrighty, and that's going to follow the same pattern all the way around. Next up, we're going to take a oak log, turn it into oak planks, and we're going to take those and we're going to create oak buttons. Okay. Similar in concept for the stone that we used over on that build. It's the same thing except it's made out of wood. It's a redstone component, but we're going to use it for decoration again. Sticking with this corner column sections, where we didn't put the upside down stairs, we're going to place buttons like so. And that's just for added decoration and stuff like that. Alright guys, so essentially this floor is done except for tilling the earth and planting, and I'm going to be planting wheat, in this case regular seeds, down on this floor. And that's it. I just got to finish getting the rest of everything in place, and then next episode we will begin the second floor, which will be the ceiling slash floor. Alright, a little bit different than what the other floors will look like. You know, you'll see what happens on that episode. And we are done for this. Let's see if we can't get a nice little long... I fell in the water. If we can't get a nice little long shot of how we look here. And this is how we're starting to look. Alright. Let's take that out of there. How's that look? Okay. Good. And it's a start, guys. It's definitely a start. As always, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I really do appreciate it. You all take care now. Bye.